Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, please do me a huge favor by subscribing and hitting that notification bell thingy. And don't hesitate to hit that like button too. And let's begin with the video. Today I'm going to be doing an album review over Radiohead's OK Computer album. This album was released May 21st, 1997, which was 2 months after I was born, so I was a literal infant. First of all, I like to start off with talking about some fun facts before I get into my review. I would like to mention the fun fact that I got into Radiohead basically like when I was in 3rd grade. I was watching MTV Hits and they were doing this theme over videos that were animated. The video that came on was Paranoid Android, and honestly, as soon as the melody kicked in, it had me hooked. I will be talking about the video later on in this video, but let's get back to story time. I noticed like in 6th grade, I don't know why, but for some reason in October, I just really loved listening to this album, and it's honestly kind of a tradition for me. Even though I listen to this album like whenever I want to, but in October, for some reason, this album just feels like October, like the season of fall. It's really weird. If any of you are watching this right now and feel the same way, let me know down in the comments. Or if you just have a general season where you like to listen to their music, leave it down in the comments. I would be very excited to read like your story times. I'm just gonna rewind back to like in 3rd grade. Like, I feel like the first song I ever heard by them was Creep, but I didn't know who they were because at the time I didn't have a computer. So I would just listen to things on the radio, or if it, music videos came on TV. But I kind of want to say that Paranoid Android is what really got me into them, because that's when I learned officially who they were. Let's move back on to the rest of my story time. Also, I have to say that I like to pop this CD in when I clean. I don't know, it started in 6th grade through like, I would say 11th. I had a really hard time keeping my room neat. And I would always have to clean like once a month because, I don't know, I kind of like to listen to a CD when I clean my room. It's just a thing. I'm pretty sure y'all have some music y'all like to pop in when you clean, or if you do clean, or just in general. I think that is about it for story time. Now let's get into the music. The first song is called Airbag. Now this song, I just really love the guitar solo in this song, and then the instrumental in this song is just, it's amazing. Like, it just has like a really chipper sound, like, well, I wouldn't say chipper, a sunny sound. The sound of like a day that's really sunny, or just driving around town or something, or around the city, wherever you live, like, I don't know. Also, the bass line in this song, it rocks. If you're listening to the song in earbuds, it's like amazing. And I'm sorry, I tend to say amazing a lot when I describe things, so I'm gonna try and find new words. Bear with me now. We're gonna move on to Tom's vocals in this song. Like, his song, like, I cannot talk today. Okay, Tom's voice in this song, really just great. Like, honestly, I say honestly quite a bit. Let's just say awesome. He honestly never disappoints. He just has these vocals, like, there's no comparison. I could say there's some people that have similar voices to his, but like his voice is just something about it. Like it's just really unique. And I love it a lot. I feel like in this song, like the guitar just, it sets the mood. Like without the guitar in this song, really, it just wouldn't be the same. Then I want to say from 224 to 257, you are hit like with this amazing and just great guitar solo. It just puts the song together. Like, I don't know what it is. The guitar in the song is just mwah, chef kisses. Enough with that nonsense. Let's go ahead and move on to song number 2. My favorite song on this album. Well, one of my favorite songs on this album, Paranoid Android. The melody, it reminds me of a cloudy fall day. You're just like looking out the window and it's just, you see the leaves falling. It's orange, yellow, brown, maybe green. I would say like kind of like not cold, well not too cold, a calming kind of breeze, and you're just drinking some like hot cocoa, tea, or just looking out the window and watching the trees lose their leaves. Yeah, my kind of day. I have to say in this song, the instrumental is just really beautiful. I love how it starts and I love how it ends. Let's just say that. I have to say the bass line is just really lovely. Throughout the whole song, I really, really love the bass. It puts it together, and the mood of the song is just really, really sad, but at the same time, for some reason, it's comforting to me. I know it's really weird, but I would say more so the instrumental is what makes me feel that way, because the lyrics are really, are really sad. That's just my interpretation of the song. I love the music towards the 3-minute mark. It's really pretty. I love it. Also, around this point of the song, you get this really crazy guitar solo. From that point to the end, you're introduced with different tempos of the song. Like the beat changes, like it progresses from, how it starts off as slow and mellow, and then you get this guitar solo that just starts flaring, and the beat, it picks up. Basically, I have to say, like, towards the middle to the end, the song becomes very chaotic. Like, one part is fast and it slows back down, and it's fast and it slows back down. Like, it takes you on a journey, rhythm-wise. Now, one part I want to talk about in the lyrics, my favorite part is when Tom says, "Rain down from a great height." I don't know why I love that part so much. I guess because, like, you get that part, but then right towards the end, or of that part, you get a part mix where Tom continues singing that line, but then you have backing vocals that brings in, like, other lines in the song, and just, I loved it. There's that one part in the song where I don't remember exactly where it starts, but the combination, and I've always loved this, ever since I was in choir, you have one set of people or group of people that are singing one line, and then another set of people singing another line, and putting it together. It's like this collide, and I've always loved that in songs where you have two different verses colliding, or breakdowns or bridges colliding together. Honestly, it's perfect. At 5:41, it picks right back up, like, to that fast, chaotic sound, and it pretty much continues throughout the rest of the song. Now, let's move on to Subterranean, Homesick Alien. That was a mouthful. It took me a few tries to actually say this word correctly, so I just decided to look down at my notes. Oh, yeah. Your girl can't read. In this song, around 11 seconds in, you get a magical guitar solo. It's just like, yes. I don't know what it is, but if you've seen my videos before, it's either violin or guitar. Those are just my favorite instruments. I mean, without them, it's just... Honestly, I love every instrument. I'm sorry if it just seems I seem to talk about only certain instruments a lot. That's something you will notice if you haven't already in my past videos. But let's get back to the song. The first few seconds of this song, you get like this electric energy that just surges through your ears, especially if you're wearing headphones. Like, honestly, this album and headphones are a good match, or just really amazing speakers in general. And as I've mentioned before, Tom's voice never disappoints. He has a really, really amazing voice. No comparison. Yeah, now let's move on. At 1:28, I love the instrument breakdown, and that continues basically to 1:50. Then it happens again at 3:20 to 3:53. And it's really pretty. Like, I love it. Something about like breakdowns, like especially in Radiohead songs, like I just love them. Radiohead never disappoints when it comes to music in general. Like, everything they make is good. I love it. I want to say in this song, I really love the drums. The drums in this song, it really makes the song. Even though the drums are pretty in every song, but this song in particular, I just really love the drums. The beat, it was just everything, yes. And throughout this song, I want to say, like, I don't really know how to describe the guitar sound. I call it the surf sound. I don't know if you've ever seen like movies that have like surf parties and they play this particular guitar kind of like sound and it just sounds surferish. Well, throughout the song, the guitar has like this pretty surf sound and I really love it. And this song here, it just finishes smoothly as it began. Like, it began smooth, it ended smooth. That's all there is to it. Now, number 4. Exit music for a film. Now, fun facts. This song appears in one of my favorite movies ever. Now, a lot of you may disagree that this movie is good, or even the original is good, but this movie can't talk today. This song appeared in the movie Romeo and Juliet. I think it was 1997 or 1996 when this movie came out. I was either not born or I was an infant. I don't really remember when this movie came out, but it has Leonardo DiCaprio, and sorry if I say his name wrong because for some reason I can never say his name. But anyways, I love that movie and I love Romeo and Juliet, and I even liked the original, but I really loved the 90s version in particular, like, the best. I don't know. Don't judge me, okay? Because I know a lot of you are probably just like, ew, you like that movie? That movie sucks. Trust me, it doesn't to me. Okay, let's move back. Let's move on from that. You immediately in the song get a gust of acoustic guitar that's really pretty, and I love that so much. And then at 23 seconds you hear Tom's verse. This verse, like when it first comes in, it's just like bam. he hits you with the words, "Wake from your sleep." I don't know why, but that verse just, as soon as I heard it, this song for the first time, that verse just drew me into the song. I don't know if it was just his voice or just how he sung it, but I love it. At 127, I love this part so much. Don't ask why, but breathe, keep breathing. And this is pretty much, I would say, the chorus of the song. I don't know why, but I just really like that part. It just really stands out to me, let's just say. And this is also the part where I just can't help but join in and sing along. I also love the background effects throughout the song. Like, it's just like a computerized, computer surge kind of like error kind of sounds. And then at 250, like a huge beat like explodes and the song just kicks in, like it, bam. It's just like the song just, it kicks in right there and it's just like, deliver. At 340, it calms down to the end with a line that repeats, but this line I'm not sure if I can say on YouTube. Yeah, it pretty much ends with this being repeated, this verse, this particular verse that I feel is probably inappropriate to say. But if you've heard the song, you probably already know. Now let's move on to song number 5, Let Down. This song here has happy music, but really, really, really sad lyrics. This song gives me chills every time I listen to it. It just has that melody that is just really happy and sunny sounding, and it just, I can't really describe. In the beginning, it just starts off with like a happy, I would say happy and sunny type of guitar solo. About like 13 seconds in, you're given this amazing beat with another one of my favorite instruments, the tambourine. Like, yes, your girl loves tambourines too. Oh, and trust me, you're probably gonna hear more about me talking about tambourines like in the future, probably. As soon as the lyrics begin, it brings you in instantly. Like, this song is just really pretty. Even though the lyrics are really sad, the melody, it transcends, like it's total opposite of like how the song, you know, the lyrics are being delivered. This song is mainly, I don't know, it just talks about, like, I don't really know if I can really talk about the situation, but like, the song is just sad. Let's just say that, because I don't want to get myself in trouble going into any more details of my analyzations of this song. And also, I can say this song here, I can't help but sing along to it. It's just, the song's contagious. Like, it just, once it comes on and once the lyrics starts, you know, I'm just literally singing along. And I can say this, the chorus, it gets stuck in your head. I remember there was days that I was literally singing the chorus for this song nonstop. Like, that was just the only part I was singing in my head. Imagine how frustrating that is during school, because around the time when I started listening to this CD like a lot was 6th grade. And imagine me trying to take a test with this song stuck in my head. Like, I couldn't function really that year. I miss being young. Don't you guys miss being young? Most of you watching might be younger than me. I don't know. I miss middle school, honestly. Best. It was honestly like, the best time of my life. And sorry about that. My camera did a thing that really scared me on my phone. Like, my phone literally, like, the camera crashed. I don't know why. I restarted my phone, so let's just hope things go good from here on. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is at 1:49 you get thrown like this beautiful percussion. Like the percussion from like just the drums in general and every other percussion instrument that's used in the song. It was just amazing to me. Like, I thought it was like really beautiful. I really, really loved the percussion. Also, I really love the vocals in this song. Like, all of the vibrato and the ad-libs is just great. Like, very phenomenal and flawless. Like, I really love it. I have no issues at all. At 4 through 4:23, you get like these really beautiful background ad-libs that you hear, and you have to some of it you have to listen really close, and just once you hear it, it's amazing. And listening to this song again, I honestly I heard some parts and ad-libs that I never noticed before, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I see why I fell in love with this song. But yeah, what a song to fall in love with, right? It's a sad song, but it's upbeat. Aren't all the best songs like that? Let's move on. I have to say, like, at 4:40, as the song's ending, like, you get like this really cool digital effects that you hear, and it's just honestly great. Like, it just sounds like you're a computer generated. And I think that was the purpose, because the album's called Okay Computer, which leads me to saying this is the last of this song I'm going to talk about. Let's move on to song number 6, Karma Police. Yeah. This song here, I really love the piano throughout it. They couldn't have thought of a better instrument to play than the piano for this. I wouldn't say it's a ballad, but it's really pretty. I like it. The song is just honestly pure perfection. I don't see anything wrong with it at all, and I just love it. At 2:32, it basically builds up. Like, from the beginning, it just starts off like really slow, but then right at that point, it takes on. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. My favorite part is where you hear the lines, "For a minute, I lost myself. I lost myself." That part, it repeats twice. And then a small music intro basically happens, and then at 3:47, those lines repeat again. I don't know why, but that part's just honestly my favorite line in the song. Like, it's just perfect. To close this one out, I really loved like the backing vocals in this song. I just feel like it was just like the perfect balance for the song. Now let's move on to song number 7, Fitter, Happier. Well, I wouldn't say this is a song, it's more so of a interlude. It basically is a track full of robotic talking. There's piano music playing in the background. The song is just basically listing off things to make a happier life for themselves. Well, I don't know if it's the robot. Well, a happier life for the person or the robot. Basically, to be happy in society and to be a part of society, you know, just to fit in and, you know, I guess typically the normal life. I have to say this track is really kind of eerie. Like, when I first heard it, it just kind of like, ugh. It just gave me those type of feelings. I didn't really know what I was listening to. I remember when I first bought this CD, I was in 5th grade. I sat and listened to this CD, and when it got to this song in particular, I'm just like not really understanding what's being said. And it took me to have to go in the lyric booklet, which, let's just say, the lyric booklet for this kind of got ruined. We had a small little mini flood in my current apartment, so I can't really look in the lyric booklet again, and I'm glad I did then. But also you can go on Google and look at the lyrics, but yeah. Okay. The song ends with computer sounds. This whole thing, I really don't have much to say about it other than it gave me mixed emotions. Should I be like terrified or should I be sad? When I went and actually looked at the lyrics and then the meaning of the song, basically to fit in with society, you know, it kind of makes you kind of sad that this person feels like they have to do these things in order to fit in and be happy. Now let's move on to song number 8, Electioneering. Please let me have said that right. This song here was basically a kickoff from Fitter, Happier. It basically is a boost up from, you know, being kind of in an eerie place for a second there. I have to say, this song, it starts off like with tambourine and guitar. It's a really good start off for a song. Like, it already pulls you in right then and there. Around the 20-second mark, around with like a electric beat with, guess what? Another one of my favorite instruments, the cowbell. I don't know why, but I love cowbells. Yes. And then you get a guitar, then you get the beat, and then the tambourine. I meant bass, not beat. Oh, I can't even read my own handwriting. Bass. Anyways, those instruments there, it just hit it, you know, gets you pumped. Tom comes in heavy with the vocals in this song. Like, he wasn't coming to play when he was, you know, singing them lyrics. Like, it just, boom. Like, you're gonna hear me. You're gonna hear me now. I'm giving you these lyrics. I'm serving them on a platter. Yes, that's how I felt he was thinking in his mind when he, you know, started singing these lyrics. Because, like, it's just bam. It just bam. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Because I feel like I'm just like running on, but let's move on. I have to say this song is the most energized song on the album. Like, it's the most upbeat and crazy. You know, even though Paranoid Android had, like, you know, some crazy moments towards the end, but this song here, it was just like all the way through. Just hype, electrifying, and just makes you want to jump and dance, you know. It's got that beat. At 2:36 to 2:51, it breaks down, and then again it builds up at 2:52, and honestly, I just love it. Also, this song just has a really crazy guitar solo throughout the song to the end. Like, there's no end at all. Like, I would say this whole song is a guitar solo. Like, the guitar solo had its own little thing, and then the drums had its own little thing, the bass, the cowbell, just every instrument had its moment to shine in this song. Like, it's perfect. Like, yes. Now let's move on to number 9. This song here, let's just say, don't listen to this song at nighttime when you're alone because it will make you paranoid. And if you have listened to this CD, you know exactly what number 9 is. Climbing Up the Walls. It starts off very eerie with like electric sounds. It's like before like the 12-second mark, I think. Was it like the 12-second mark? Yeah, it just starts off really creepy sounding, and then you get the instrumental of the song, which carries like this very eerie and dark like tone. Like it just, oh, it gives me chills talking about it. Like, oh, it's just one of those songs. Whew. And the lyrics are very dark. They're creeper-ish and stalker-ish. Just imagine, like, this song just makes you feel like someone's watching you as you're listening to it, like watching you through your window, like at nighttime. Like, it's that creepy sound. Tom's vocals in the song was very eerie and spine chilling. There's no way about it. He did it. Honestly, if they were purposely making this song to scare, to make you scared or make you feel like someone's watching you, they did a really good job composing this, because like this song here is just like listening to a scary story. Something like you would like hear like on like a creepypasta, or just scary stories that people tell you like online. The chorus is very stalkerish and creepy. Like, I can't really quote any of the lines in this song. If you've never heard this song before, I definitely recommend it, but during the daytime. But or if it doesn't really bother you when you watch horror movies at night, or you listen to creepy stories at night, it don't matter what time of the day. But this song here, like, I highly recommend it if you want to know what the lyrics are to this song that makes them really terrifying. At 3:09, the guitar solo, I can say this, there is beauty in this song. The guitar solo in this part, and then at 3:36, you get a violin solo. And both of those parts are just really beautiful, and they're perfect. It's kind of like the sun beaming through the clouds and you finally see some sunshine. Basically, the melody at this part saves you. I would say kind of saves you from that eerie tone to like a little bit of some, sunshine, like partial cloudy day, kind of like sunshine. That type of feeling. Then at the end of the song, you hear Climbing Up the Walls, and it just repeats and it repeats, and then it ends with him screaming it and then holding out like the scream on the last word, walls. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this song, other than it's a chilling song to listen to. Now let's head on to song number 10. No surprises. Okay, another one of my favorite instruments, the xylophone, y'all. This brings me into another story time. The xylophone always gives me like this nostalgic feeling. Like when I would watch Sesame Street, like a lot of the songs had xylophones, and it just makes me, I don't know, like xylophones make me, like when I hear them, it gives me that sense of like being a child again, just a little kid again, And it's just, it has that effect on me, even though this has absolutely nothing to do with this song, but I just wanted to put that out there. It just reminds me being a kid, It's just strangely nostalgic to me. The melody of the song is really pretty. Like, the melody just gives me Sesame Street vibes. I know it's really odd to compare this song to Sesame Street, but let's just take away the lyrics and just have the instrumental. And if you've heard this song, then I don't know if you agree with me or not, or if you even liked Sesame Street, but listen to some songs from Sesame Street and maybe you'll hear what I'm hearing when I hear this song. But let's move on. In this song, the vocals were beautiful as usual. The lyrics are very catchy, especially like in the chorus. You can't help but to like, sing along, Then you get like a pretty instrumental at 2:38 through 2:55. It's just, it's nothing like it. Like, it's just perfection, y'all. Perfection. 2:56 to 3:28. This is like literally my favorite part of the song. I just love it. I love the lyrics at 2:56 to 3:07, and then at 3:08 to 3:24, like you get this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful like backing vocals. It's beautiful, the ad-libs and everything, and then it perfectly blends with the chorus repeating till like 3:28 of the song, and then the song, it just ends sweetly. Like how this is another one, like how the song starts is how it begins. It's just, it keeps you through the whole thing. The song is just, yeah, I love it. Now let's get to number 11. Lucky. The song is like really slow and steady at the beginning. This song, and this is just my opinion, it takes me into like this airy 70s feeling, and in the chorus with the guitar, how it's being played and how the song sounds in general, it just gives me like this airy 70s sound. I don't know if any of you guys have ever listened to like 70s rock music, but you know how those guitar solos, it just sounds like you're flying? Like something you would hear like when you're flying. Perfect example is like an episode of American Dad. I don't watch this show anymore, but I know like when I was, there's this one particular episode where Stan was flying while My Morning Jacket's song, Endless, I think it was Endless Chorus, or I don't really remember which song was playing, but he was flying and then you hear the guitar solo. That's the same feeling I had like listening to this song. The drums in this song was perfection. Honestly, I didn't have any issues with this song. The lyrics are sung smooth as butter, and the music is the bread making the perfect musical sandwich. I know that's a really weird term, but that's just honestly, that's how I feel about the lyrics in this song. Like, they're just smoothly sung, and then the music, and then the instruments, and just everything, it's just smooth. At 3:14 to 3:07, you have the most beautiful instrumental. Like, it's just, yes. And then like the song in general to me is just like, it's just beautiful work of art. Let's move on to the final song, number 12, The Tourist. This song here has a beautiful guitar. Like, I love the guitar in this song. I know I've probably been saying this about every song, but trust me, Radiohead in general, when it comes to their music, guitar is just like the main thing you hear, like first thing head on, This song is I would feel like it's the slowest song on the album. Like it's honestly to me a ballad, and I really like it. To me it's a good way to like finish off the album, calm, chill kind of sound. This song, it just has a warm sound with a mist of coolness. It's kind of like a fall sunny noon weather type of day. Like, it's like noon, and then you get this amazing, like, the weather's warm but it's not hot, and then you get this gust of mist of breeze that's like not heavy, but it's light, and then the leaves are, you know, trickling along the sidewalk. You know, that type of day. That's what this song kind of like reminds me of. The chorus is just really beautiful. I just love this line, "Hey man, slow down, slow down." Like how Tom sings it is just, it's beautiful. Like, that's all I can really say about that. And then at 3:50, you get this amazing gust of like happiness that it takes you. Did I say gust? I meant guitar. Oh my gosh. Ah! At 3:50, you get an amazing, happy guitar solo, and it takes you away into like a musical waves. Like, it's like a journey, honestly. And then the song ends with a light sound, and I really love that. It's really satisfying, and I don't know why. Alright, now, before I get into like talking about the music videos for this album, I would like to talk about the releases of the music videos. Paranoid Android was released as a single May 26, 1997. Karma Police, and by the way, I'm reading them in order of the track list, so the dates might be a little bit out of order. Karma Police was released August 25th, 1997. No Surprises was released January 12th, 1998. The song Lucky was released December 1997, but it was recorded in 1995. And if you want, you know, find out exactly what went down with this song, why it recorded earlier than before, I will have the link down in the description if you want to check out where I got those facts. Now, let's talk about these music videos, and gee, did I have fun hunting the music videos for this album, because I bumped into a lot of music videos that were created by fans. So I, you know, kind of had to be careful when it came to, yeah, finding. So if any of these videos I talk about, you know, aren't the actual video, please let me know what the actual video is. Now, majorities I know are the actual video, but there was a few I was kind of like iffy if this was actually the real video or not. But if it's not, then I'm sorry. But, you know, hey. Well, let's start with Paranoid Android. And this one here, I have to say, this is the longest bit of notes I have ever taken on a music video. You see all this goodness on this paper, and I tell you, this video is like the most interesting and juiciest video I think they have for this album, because a lot of stuff was going on, and I'm gonna tell you right from the beginning. In Paranoid Android's music video, there's a lot of things I cannot really go into detail about because it's inappropriate for YouTube. So if you're desperate to watch it, there is a censored and an uncensored version. And I'm just going to leave it at that because, yeah, let's get to it. Let's start off with, well, this video is an animated music video. It has a weird animation, so I really can't describe the animation, but as a kid, I kind of liked that type of animation. You have this main character, and I'm just going to read off my notes because this is a lot. And I've been doing that throughout the whole video, but this one, I'm probably going to be looking down majority of the time because it's a whole page and it's a lot of detail. The main character has like this look of sadness on his face the whole time and looks clueless throughout the whole video. Like his face is just like blah, you know. He kind of looks like this the whole video. I don't know if I'm over exaggerating, but that to me is how he looks. This character takes a shower, and during his shower he has a vision of something that happens later on in the day, which we'll get to at the end. Basically, there was something that really bothered me about this scene. Dude has on his hat in the shower. Who wears a hat in the shower? I mean, I don't know if they intentionally did this or they just didn't feel like drawing him with hair or what his hair looks like. But yeah, you just see him washing his face and soap in his eyes and with a hat on. And I'm sorry if I offend anyone that takes a shower with their hat on, but that's really rare. Like, who does that? By the way, if you hear sounds in the back, that is my cat meowing because he wants in, but I can't let him in because if I let him in, he'll get into things because I'm not paying attention. He's like a bad toddler, let's just say that. Okay, let's get back to the video. He basically ends up getting a phone call from his friend and they go into town to hang out. There's one thing I didn't really like about the animation of his friend. I feel like the animator kind of over exaggerated like the features of his friend and it was kind of offensive to me. Well, not kind of, it was. Then it cuts to a scene of a sweaty politician at an event with other people. I don't know, it was like some type of meeting. And then it cuts back to like the main dude and his friend getting out of the cab. I mean, did I say getting out of the cab? Getting into the cab, into a cab. And then the driver, he just looks really like irritated and sad during like their first destination. And let's just say this is one of the parts I can't really go into detail about. But basically they see a woman and for some reason she is sitting in a tree, like literally hanging out in a tree, like, hey y'all, I like the view from up here. Basically they call her down like, hey, come down from the tree. And then she just hops on down like daintily, like she didn't even climb. Girl jumped from a high tree. But like, come on, she just literally hops down. It's great. After that part, she shows them something, and basically as they leave, they kind of like forget to pay her for what she shows them. And main dude pays her money and she just goes running along a little happy, like, and then the driver, he just gives them a thumbs up and a wink when they get in the car. I have to say that's the first time and the last time you actually see the cab driver actually smile, like, and actually look happy about his job, which I don't think anyone would be happy being a cab driver, but it's better than most jobs. Then it cuts to the one of the dudes in the meetings holding like a mini little flag, and basically I guess maybe lost a topic in the argument. I don't know exactly what was going on at that table with those dudes. And then the dude I mentioned at the beginning, sweaty politician dude, like he was just waving the little flag, crying, and I don't really know because that's kind of out of context. It goes back to like main dude and his friend, and their next stop was a pet shop, and they buy this fish that just looks really sad. The fish to me kind of looks like a little mini dolphin. It was like really cute, but it just had a really sad expression on its face. Then it goes back to the sweaty dude I mentioned. He's drinking his beverage at a bar. Then the camera kind of slides over and you see main dude and his friend. The bar scene is really weird and there's some things I cannot talk about. You just have to go see the video. It's just really crazy, but there's one funny point. Well, this was funny to me that I just wanted to point this out. There's this cartoon dude with this really chiseled face. Like, it's like they put, out of all the things, they put detail into this man's like bone structure. He had cheekbones for days, like jawline for days, like, hey. But basically, dude was just sitting there, just looking like he didn't want to be there. And then you have this dude dancing on top of the table, living his best life, just living it up on top of the table, just like, yeah, party, that type of situation. Dude sitting down in a chair was not feeling it. He just wanted, he wanted to leave. But in his face, he looks like, why did I even come here? This is not my cup of tea. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to point out that I thought was really funny. Then you have main dude again. He's just having the worst time ever. I guess he could relate to chiseled face dude. He basically he leaves, you know. He leaves out of the bar, and then you see the sweaty dude that got you drinking, chugging down his drink. He leaves too. I guess he had enough drinks for the day and he's just like, yeah, I'm head home. After that, you see the politician. I guess he didn't want to go home. I kind of made up a little scenario in my head. He stops and he looks at a bridge and basically is just looking out to like the ocean. Just this big boat looking like it's leaving out. I don't know if he was supposed to get on that boat and he missed his boat, or he was just looking at the water and there just happened to be a boat there. I don't know. And then basically on the same bridge, I guess maybe further down on the bridge, main dude, he comes and he look to the bridge, and then he just climbs up a light pole thingy. I don't know how the heck he got up there, but he did. He must have some really strong legs and arms. I don't know, because how he climbed that pole, he just climbed it like he climbs poles his whole life. That's how he climbed the pole. Like he's been doing this. He's been training for this day. Like, he's like, dude, I'm gonna climb a pole. I'm gonna climb a pole and I'm gonna look at, just the scenery. It's just beautiful out here. It's just like, I don't know. I guess that's what he was thinking. I don't know what this dude was thinking through this whole video. Very unreadable character. His friend, ends up coming along and he's like, hey, dude, get down from there. What are you doing on the pole? Come down. And then basically the sweaty dude that I mentioned, he hears the commotion. He's like, what the heck is going on over there? So he walks on over there with his sweaty self and he's like, what's going on? Sees dude's friend and then he sees dude on the pole. He's like, hey, I got an idea. This is how I'm going to get him down from the pole. And let's just say, I don't know what this guy does on his spare time to have this type of outfit in his briefcase. And I can't go into detail on this, what he puts on, but oh my gosh, I'm just like, who carries this in their briefcase? And who is this prepared? Honestly, who is this prepared? Well, he puts on his little fit. He starts, I can't really say what he was using to shake the pole because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, but he takes an object and he's shaking the pole with it, trying to get dude down. He's like, dude, calm down. He's just like shaking it, and then his friend is just like looking like the whole time basically. And then As this is going on, main dude's just sitting there like, like nothing's even happening. Like, doesn't he not, feel the pole shaking? He's just sitting there like, oh, beautiful sky. And then, boom, like this helicopter arrives. This angel is flying this helicopter. She invites him to come onto the helicopter. He gets on the helicopter, and then they go and they have a good old time. And as this is happening, main dude's friend is like, hey dude, stop shaking the pole. He's just left on a helicopter. What are you doing? Still shaking the pole. Do you not see what's going on? And dude's just constantly shaking the pole, trying to get him down. And I'm like, at this point, he's just like, I'm just gonna let this dude make a fool of himself. He's just gonna keep shaking this pole. My friend has just flown off into a helicopter. And this dude keeps thinking that he's up there and it's gonna get him down. What have I got myself into? I just wanted a day of fun with my friend. I call him up and this is what happens. That's the look he gives. He's just like shaking his head. And basically, main dude, he's on his trip with the little angel character, and she basically lets him fly the helicopter. They go to his apartment building, I think. And then they go and play ping pong. And then she gets behind him and shows him, magic, I guess you say magic tricks of the ping pongs playing against each other, and then she flies him back and she's like, have a nice day. I enjoyed my time with you, bro. And then basically, flies off. And then main dude, he comes down. But let's say there's something that happens before main dude comes down and before he comes back that I forgot to mention. Sweaty dude falls into the water. He loses balance, but I can't tell you how he loses balance. But let's just say he goes for a swim, and these mermaids see him, and they're like, hey, let's take care of this dude. Let's help him out. Let's get him to a dry place. And basically, when that's going on, that's when main dude is coming back, and then he comes down the pole, and, and then it switches, and then you see sweaty dude, the mermaid's taking him to the tree that you see at the very beginning of the video with the lady. I don't know where she went. I guess she got tired of sitting up in the tree, hanging out, counting her money. I don't know. They put him up in the tree. They're like, hey, you're going to sit up here. I think this is the safest place for you, bro. And so they get back into the water, and then you see main dude and his friend get into the cab again, and the cab driver is just like, how many times am I going to see you guys? Is this the last time today? I don't know exactly where they drove off to, but they drove off. And then you see sweaty dude in the tree, and this bird is just like, hey, are you hungry? Let me give you some fish. And then dude's like, no, I don't want the fish. And just like, trying to blow the bird away, shoot it away. And that is the music video for Paranoid Android. Kind of crazy, huh? Yeah. It was a lot of detail for that one. Let's just say that was the most fun I've ever taken notes for a music video. That was the most interesting music video I've ever seen. Now, Letdown. This is one of the ones I was kind of unsure if this was an official video or not. But in the video, you see these pictures here. This little, thingy. Little pictures. And that's basically all it is. It's on a black and white slideshow. That's pretty much it. And I will say, if you do look up this video, I will warn you, there is flashing lights, or the video flashes, and there's a lot of speedy art. I just wanted to put a warning if you decided to check this video out. Karma Police. This video here, it's a night setting, kind of, in a car. This one, I'm gonna have to be really careful describing because I don't know if I'll get in trouble. It's nighttime, and basically the video starts off as you hear someone getting into a car. and you hear the engine start, and then the lights turn on. Or I think the lights were already on. I don't really remember. Then you know, when the singing comes in, you see Tom in the back seat singing the song, and then you go back, and then the car is driving. And then you slowly but surely see a man in the road, and he starts running, and the car starts kind of following him around, basically. And dude's running, and then the car's following, and that's pretty much all you see. And then eventually, dude ends up tripping and falling. The car stops and jolts, and dude, you know, gets up, and he's looking all puzzled, like, you stopped? You know, why aren't you trying to chase me? But dude stops, so of course they're gonna stop chasing him. And so he takes an item out of his pocket, and let's just say I don't really kind of want to go into what he does or what happens to the car in the video, because I don't know if this will be against YouTube guidelines or not. But if you've seen the video, or if you want to see the video, you can. Basically, the car just starts driving in reverse, and then the man is now just watching the car as it's going backwards. And then towards the end, the camera gets all frantic, and it looks in the back seat, and Tom's nowhere to be found. Like, he disappeared. It ends from there. Like, the song just ends. The video ends, and it just fades to black. No surprises. Let's just say this video kind of makes you just a little bit uncomfy, you know? It starts off and you see Tom. His head's like in like a little circle or like fishbowl looking tank type of thing. As the music starts, you start seeing the words to the songs on the reflection of the glass, but it's backwards. Like his view of the words. And then, you know, the other side. Well, about pretty much from 2 minutes in to 2:54, his head is submerged with water, and he's like sitting there holding his breath. Then the lyrics come back in, the water is drained, and then he starts singing again. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. And then the video, it just, after that, it ends and the lights fade to black. I can say this, on the one part when the water was drained, he starts smiling, like, as he's singing the words, you know, like, and I'm just like, but it wasn't just, like, any type of smile. I can't really describe it, but it was unsettling, because it just felt like he was staring at you the whole video. You know, it was intense. But that's all I have to say about that video. In the last video, basically, Lucky is a montage of the band filming the song and them being in the studio and making the song, filming the video. Then you see the band recording the song and performing it in the booth, them listening and editing the track. And then at the end of the video, there was a small clip of like a beginning of an interview for them, but it was cut off by the uploader. So I don't know if that was just like a documentary and they were showing the footage of them making the song, or the music video, and then the person who uploaded it just decided to cut off the interview. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching my video, and if you've made it this far, thank you so much. And I want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I am very grateful. Just starting out, I'm just really grateful for any of you that take joy into my videos and look forward to my videos, because honestly, I really work hard to provide like the best content I can for you guys. And, you know, it's just knowing that I have people that are interested in my content, it's a push for me to keep going, and I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry it took me a bit to get this video out. I ran into some technical difficulties, like, you know, either I woke up too late or I had stuff I had to do. to where I didn't have time to film. And also, I just wanted to try and get the perfect time of the day where I can get natural lighting, because I just wanted to try it out. And let me know if you like the natural lighting instead of the big boom light for like my videos such as music reviews. Let me know and I'll keep doing it. This is for you guys, and whatever you guys want me, any changes you want me to make or critiques, please let me know, because I just want to know how I'm doing. But for closing of this video, please please subscribe, and hit that notification bell thingy if you haven't already. Like always, bye bye for now.